Good morning, Cutie Quilters. I'd like to introduce you to a new tool of mine that I just got. It's the HandiQuilter Mini Circles Template. It's the HQ Mini Circles Template. This is it. It's got, here I'll move back so you can see it a little bit. It's got registration marks on each circle. Can you see that? It's got it at 90 degrees and also at 45 degrees, and it's really, really cool. I love it. It's got that nice space in there to get your foot with the thread out of. You can take your foot out by lifting it and the thread goes through there, which makes it handy. It makes little tiny half circles, half-inch circles, 3/4 inch, 1 inch, and 1.5, which makes it really nice. It's heavy duty. It's made for long arm quilters, but I use it with my mid arm. I have a domestic mid arm, a Brother PQ 1500S, and I love it. It's a high-speed straight stitch machine. I have my ruler foot on. I use the Janome frame foot because I'm on the Cutie Frame. Cutie is a tabletop hoop frame made by the Grace Company. And for those of us that have it, we love it. So, how I use this is I typically these kinds of templates have these registration marks for a reason. So I've been watching a lot of videos and I figured out the midline. You put your midline in with a ruler. This is sort of a makeshift midline. It's not perfect, but I'm just practicing on a piece that I had. Anyway, I'll turn off the light so you can see. Okay, you can see that better. I've been practicing, and the way I get these circles to be next to each other is thusly. I'm going to explain that. Okay, the way I do it is I have my midline and I want it to butt up against the previous circle. So I want to place my needle right here on the midline, or wherever. Let's say the midline right there outside. So let's see. I want it to go right about there. So I'll do that. I have to bring up my thread because I did cut it. Oops. I'm going to have to set it now. Okay. And there is my there. Okay. There. I have my threads. There we go. Everything's there. Now, I'm going to have it butt up, so I'm going to basically take my threads, lift it up, I'm going to put it right where I want it. This is where I want it to be, right up against the other one. I'll put my needle there, and I'll keep my registration marks right up against that midline. You see? The blue line. I line up my registration marks to the blue line. Okay? So I go like that. And I'm ready to go. Now I just put my edge of the circle thusly, and everything's still lined up. I have my registration marks up against the midline, and I'm just gonna, I want to end up here though. So what I'll probably do